What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do the Tap into Your Soul reading for the sign of Pisces. Okay, what's good, Pisces? Okay, remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. These readings are here to heal your soul from the overwhelming burdens you may or may not have known you were carrying. Okay, this is meant to be completely intuitive insight from me, from spirit to you. Okay, so feel free to interpret your own messages from the illustrations of Deborah Koff Chapman. Okay, the deck we are using is called the Soul Cards 2 deck. Okay, and that is the Roman numeral 2. If you go to look these up, if you want to purchase them for yourself, I got mine from eBay. The deck was suggested to me by my therapist, so highly recommend it. Okay, I have already shuffled the deck. We are going to be pulling one from the top, one from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle. Each card is going to signify a placement, past, present, and future. We'll look at the bottom of the deck for the overall outcome for you guys. Okay, each placement we will ask a question. By all means, if you want, you can go and get you a little notepad or a piece of paper and pause at any time during the video so you can interpret your own message from the illustrations. Okay, she does touch drawing illustrations, so they are very, very powerful. Okay, so without further ado, let's go ahead and pull your cards. One from the top, one directly from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle. Okay, and we're not going to look at the bottom of the deck until we look at all three placements. Okay, so first placement we have is your past placement. What held you back in the past? What held you back in your past, Pisces? Feel free to pause right here. Like I said, grab a notebook if you would like and tell or write yourself what you see intuitively here. Okay? Feel free to share in the comments what you interpreted from your reading. I would love to know. Okay? This deck does not come with a book. Okay, does not come with a book at all. So it is highly intuitive of what you decide to interpret from the images. Beautiful illustration. I get this sense of autumn. In the past, maybe you were scared to change or afraid or fearful of change. I'm hearing growing pains, Pisces. Some form of growing pains. Something that happened in your past that forced you to change. I mean, literally, the way this person looks is like it's an autumn leaf. You know how in the autumn, the leaves change. Okay? That's like literally the first thing that I see. Is something causing you to have to change? Could have been a traumatic experience. That happened in your past. Maybe change is very or was very hard for you in the past. Okay, let's keep pushing forward. Okay, that's all I'm getting from that. So, in the present, what continues to hold you back presently? What continues to hold you back presently, Pisces, as you look at this illustration here? And pause and write down what you think or what you see. Answer that question for yourself. Presently, I feel like you are having to really look at yourself and acknowledge the change that has occurred within your life. I feel like you're going through another change. Mind you, change happens all the time, okay, within our lives. You're either forced to change or you want to change for yourself. Maybe at the time in the past you were not ready to change. You were comfortable with the way that you were living in the past. Maybe because you only really had to worry about yourself, you didn't really have to worry about anyone else, and you kind of liked it that way. Whereas now you are looking at yourself and seeing yourself in a different light, if you will. You're now responsible for so much more, not only yourself, but for others. And so it has forced you to become another different version of yourself. And sometimes that's kind of hard to deal with, okay? Realizing that you are no longer alone anymore. And that's kind of scary to you at times. Because I don't think you saw yourself being a provider to anyone but yourself. Okay? It's easy to just care for yourself and not have to worry about others, Pisces. But this could either be you looking at yourself or looking at your counterpart. Okay? Take that how it resonates. We're not going to stay there long. We're at 8 minutes here. Let's go into your future placement. Okay? Future placement is how will you change your future? How will you change your future? Okay? You can pause here and come up with your own interpretation as you look at this photo or illustration. Okay? Whenever I see this card, I automatically think discernment. Okay? Discernment, awareness. Okay? I think the way you will change your future, Pisces, is not just being aware of other people, but being aware of yourself. Okay, being aware of that negative energy or those negative thoughts, and taking them for what they are, but not accepting them in. Okay, because as you see here, his mind is ablaze. Okay, his mind is ablaze. The snake is looking, wanting to possibly, attack, but they can't. They like, I see you seeing me. I am aware of you. So your mind is protected at all times in this future placement. Okay, where you are taking accountability for the thoughts that you have in your mind. As far as the negative thoughts, you're going to take more accountability and address them as such. You will start using your discernment, I believe, in reference to other people that are around you, being very aware of what you think and who you share things with. Okay, so just being very mindful, I believe, in the future, okay, of controlling your thoughts, how they make you feel. If you think negative, you're going to feel negative, and then that projects to other people. So I believe you are going to work on controlling that negative energy and redirecting it into positive energy, okay? So let's look at the bottom of the deck to see what your future outcome is, or overall outcome will be. Okay. You can pause here and, just write down what you feel is that overall outcome for yourself. Okay. It's a beautiful horizon in the background. Okay. Um, Looking at this is gorgeous. I automatically have this sense of like I'm hearing swan song. The way the movement is with their hands around here, like there's, it looks like feathers, but it could just be the motion of the hands. But I feel like it's going to be a swan song for you. When you start reflecting on your past, present, and future self, okay? Um, you are going through a series of changes. You are maturing into this swan. Um, I feel like there's going to be a lot of self love, more nurturing to yourself, taking the time to love yourself, love who you are, love who you were, um, being accepting yourself, exception of yourself, okay? Um, there will be bliss in slow motion, if you will. Like, I feel like this is time just moving slowly for you, but in a positive sense, where you won't feel like everything is in a rush. Um, it's peaceful. I think you're going to find this inner peace, Pisces, um, where you're going to be in alignment with your higher self. And it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be very blissful. Eventually, you will embrace change. You will embrace the change because you will see the positivity in the change, in the changes that you've made. And each change was a phase in your life that needed to happen and also needed to end, okay, for your evolution. This is you evolving. This is you evolving. I love it, especially with how your energy has been this week. It's had its ups, it's had its downs, it had its turbulence. Um, but I feel like the overall outcome at the end of this week for you and moving forward is you evolving and being and learning to accept yourself for all your flaws and all. Okay? Beautiful, beautiful wrap up to the end of this week, Pisces. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope you guys have enjoyed riding this energy wave with me, with all the readings that we've done for you. Thank you so much for all of your support and watching. Remember to check out Golden Abstracts on IG for your heart's desire reading, okay? Done every Tuesday through Friday, okay? Until next time, Pisces, peace.